May 20th, 2010. I'm Dave, DaveInTheMorning.com. It's good to be back in the studio after that road trip. You know, I got back yesterday afternoon and I made a trip to my local Walmart. In my Walmart, you don't even have to wear shoes. So I took my shoes off and I put my t-shirt back on that I had off while I was driving. Because I always take my t-shirt off when I'm driving a car. And I went into Walmart. And you know what? There's only one person working there. There's this 95-year-old guy wearing a vest and he said, "Welcome to Walmart." And that was the only person in there. So I go into Walmart because they had gotten rid of all the cashiers because they don't need them because they had all these scan things now. Passing that savings on to me. God, I love that store. So I go into Walmart, I say hello to this old guy. I get the cart myself because it was too hard for him to get it. So I got it and went on in. And I would have asked somebody where the jewelry was, but there was no one to ask. So I looked around and then I found it. And I've got this, it's really cool, or I was looking, this Hannah Montana Miley Cyrus bracelet for my grandmother. Because those bracelets aren't made for kids. I read a news release about them from Walmart that said, no, those Miley Cyrus bracelets, they're not for children. And, let me get back. There's an element in there called cadmium, which is bad for kids if they chew on it, or anybody. If you chew on it, suck on a bracelet. But luckily, the jewelry wasn't for children, it was for adults. Because a lot of adults watch Hannah Montana, or whatever her name is. Miley Cyrus's character, Disney character. They pulled them off the shelves finally, AP ran the steps. But here's the disturbing part. Two things about these bracelets that got pulled off because of this element, cadmium, that causes it's a carcinogen. One, Walmart knew about it in February and left the stuff on the shelves because they don't give a shit. That's disturbing because it would cost them money to take them off. And the other thing that's disturbing is all the shit that's made in Walmart is made in frickin' China. And then, I guess there's three things. Well, there's more, but they don't have anybody employed there anymore. And people they do employ, they pay shit to. And now you don't even have a cashier anymore because they cost too much money, people. So you use those looking frickin' scan things, and then they don't work. And you've looked for a person. There's only an old person left with a vest, and you buying this carcinogenic bracelet they won't pull off the shelves that they made in China, and all the shit that we make in China that gets sent over the United States as we watch our country go down to crap, just like the United States, because we go to the cheapest labor source. Instead of paying a fair wage or wanting to pay a fair wage and sucking it up and letting the market kind of interact, we find a slave labor shit under a communist regime that we can't stand. It's everything that this country that's great stands for. Everything this country stands for is freaking the opposite. Trade with them like they're the greatest thing ever. And we talk about how wonderful China is. We shouldn't trade a goddamn thing with them. Nothing. That freaking Miley Cyrus bracelet, we never should have been an issue. Never. But we trade with this communist government and we bring stuff in and their economy grows and stick up tariffs. Stop trading with those bastards. They don't like you anyway. They think you're a freaking moron. So stop acting a moron. Don't buy it. It's a joke. They're screwing with you. They hate you. They hate you. They want your dollars. Nothing about America that they like, that government likes. Now, when I say they hate you, I don't mean the people of China. I mean the government of China. They hate you. Hate them back, guys. Don't buy their shit. Don't buy Chinese stuff. Oh, I guess I talk about the Chinese stuff because, Obama, or somebody in the Obama administration apologized to China, which was really stupid, or talking to China how we have this illegal immigration problem and maybe human rights. China violates human rights. They're bad. I don't want anything from that to do with that country. Nothing. Now, the illegal immigration. Let's really cut the brass tacks about this. I talked about that Arizona law. I don't have a problem with the law. I don't really have a problem with people boycotting the law. What I do have a problem with is freaking American companies hiring gosh darn illegal immigrants to keep their freaking prices down. So they can sell shit to goddamn Walmart. And us going out and buying them and not having a person working there but a goddamn freaking, not a machine. A machine. You buy your shit in China, you ship it across, illegal immigrants freaking pick our stuff, and we buy it at Walmart. We don't even get a cashier anymore. The government's freaking broke. You don't make any money anymore, but Sam Walton's family, top 10 list of all richest people ever in the freaking world. Ever. Get a clue. Oh, and our country's broke. You know why our country's broke? Because those top 10 people, the Waltons or whoever they are, they don't pay freaking taxes. It's pretend. They pretend to pay taxes. They make so much freaking money. It's all capital gains. It's hidden offshore. They take their $500,000 a year. They set it up for you. They set it here in a trust fund. And you don't have to pay taxes. So your tax rate, guess what? It's going to go freaking up. But that's okay because you don't make as much money as you used to make. So, it's a scam. Wake up, America. Fill the void. We're getting screwed. And when I say what I'm going to say now, I'm serious. We need to sacrifice as Americans. I'm glad to see this last vote, Arlen Specter and some of the incumbents get thrown out because they're all scum. They should throw all the politicians out of office. If they've held term more than twice, chuck them. They suck. They're career politicians. Get them out of there. They're the type of people that think, hey, you know what? I can do more on the inside than the outside. You need to re-elect me. Arlen Specter was 80 freaking years old. 80-year-olds. Go retire, Arlen. It's time. Working longer days, and we're going to work longer into our lives. And we gave our money to the banks, and the banks aren't giving it back to us. It really pisses me off. So here's what I'm saying. We need to sacrifice now, this generation, so that my kids and my grandkids aren't screwed more than we're going to get screwed. Because I live a good life. I do. I like my job. I don't get paid as much at my job as I used to, but I like my job. Okay? And I have what I need. I do. But I'm worried that my kids aren't going to have what they need, and my grandkids. And I want this country is a great country. And there was a little argument about borders yesterday. This country goes well beyond borders. It's a country of ideas. Okay? We're a great country because of our ideas. Because of the Constitution, what we fight for. We're not a country of landed aristocracy. We're a country where every person has the opportunity to be anything they want to be. That's what makes America great. That's it, period. An idea. When we fight for ideas, not for freaking land. That's what separates us from the rest of the world. I'm willing to sacrifice so the next generations go on. Let's stop buying stuff from China. Let's pay people a living wage. Let's not take all our money and give it to the banks so they don't give it back to us. Let's reinvest in our own country and corporations here that build stuff here. Let's make our own stuff. Let's stop importing everything from everywhere. If they make a better product than we make and they pay a living wage, then that's great. If they make the same product and they pay crap wages, then let's not buy the product anymore. Do it ourselves. Okay? Let's fix this freaking country ourselves. I'm willing to sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice? If China is this communist government that the human rights violations against our people is so atrocious, it's awful. And they pay slave wages, like none, to their people, to make us freaking Miley Cyrus bracelets so that we can have diseased little children running around sucking on carcinogens from a company that doesn't care. It keeps them on the shelves anyway. They're trading with freaking China before they take all our money. And for the love of God, unless you absolutely have to, don't shop at Walmart. That's it. Dave in the Morning, daveinthemorning.com. Have a great day. I'll see you on Friday.